Oliver, everybody is trying to buy into China at the moment, particularly financial services companies, but HSBC is doing something very different, which is it's selling a big interest it has in China. It's just said that it's in talks to sell this stake it has in the insurance company Ping An. That sounds quite counterintuitive.
It does, as you say. Everyone's still attracted by China despite recent worries over growth. People are still quite attracted by China's prospects. For HSBC, this is part of a disposal program it's got. It's figuring out which businesses are core, and Ping An, it's got a 15% stake in this insurance company. It's one of those that it doesn't see as core. Generally, HSBC has been selling out of insurance businesses to focus on banking. So really, Ping An doesn't fit into its new strategy. Which is why it's in talks with a potential buyer.
Right, and what was the rationale for buying into Ping An in the first place, and why has that rationale come to an end, I wonder, in HSBC's case?
Well, the rationale was, I think, the stake became available about 10 years ago, which is when it first bought in, and it was buying a lot of different stakes in different businesses in China at that time. As time's gone on, the relationship between HSBC and various other of these companies has developed. So with Ping An, HSBC is still very much a financial investor with its 15% stake. There's not much operational crossover, there's not much cross-selling of products with Ping An. There's a much closer relationship with Bocom, which is another big, more traditional bank in China. HSBC has business links with that. There's a joint credit card business, for example. Right. So it's much closer with Bocom than it is with Ping An. And it's not like it's been a bad investment for HSBC. It spent just under £2 billion on the stakes. The market value is now just under $2 billion. The market value is now around $9 billion. So
that's a lot of money to get for a stake from say a single buyer, or it's going to be a tough stake to sell, I would have thought, given the size of it.
It is. There have been approaches, though, to HSBC from time to time about this stake, and there's one party in particular that I think they're talking to at the moment. I don't think HSBC is in any urgent rush to sell this. And
it doesn't need the money, clearly.
No, it doesn't need the money. HSBC's capital position is pretty strong at the moment. That's unlike a lot of other banks, capital is not an issue. So although any proceeds from the disposal will be helpful for capital and would allow it to redeploy the capital elsewhere, probably in Asia, it's not a vital part of the rationale for the deal.
Okay, well, it's a very interesting and counterintuitive move by HSBC to sell this Ping An stake, but it's a very large one, and it could be tough enough to find a buyer, and we'll hear more about this in due course. Thanks, Oliver.